All right, this is the Holland story. So I moved to Holland in 1998, and at the time I was a self-taught computer programmer. This is the story of how I got my job. I went out, prospecting for a company to work with, and found one that I really, really liked. And so I called and scheduled an interview with the hiring supervisor. We sat down together, and I loved him, loved the company, loved the people. He seemed to really like me, and he said, I think we might have something for you. I'll give you a call back. And I believe a whole week had passed, and I hadn't heard back from him yet. So I thought, this is strange. I gave him a call, and I said, hey, I was looking forward to hearing from you. What's going on? And he said, well, we looked at our personnel, and we found out that we already have 2 programmers at your level who are Dutch. So they speak Dutch, and we really don't think we can use you. I thought, And I said to him, well, you know what? How about I'll come in and I'll volunteer with you guys because I really like you, like to get to know you a little bit better. I can do this at the same time that I'm looking for a company to work for. And he said, there was a pause, and he said, he says, why don't you give me a call tomorrow and we'll see if I have something. I said, okay, sounds good. So I called him back the next day. He said, I think I've got something for you. Why don't you come in and, we'll sit down and talk about it. So I went into the office, sat down, and, I was applying to work there as a computer programmer. And he said, we've needed a local intranet around here, which is an internet that all the people in the office can use to talk to each other, and it's separate from the outside internet. He said, why don't you build us that? He says, we'll give you a computer, we'll give you 3 months, we'll see how you do. You can use any software you want, and then we'll just see how it goes, after that. And I thought, well, okay, fine. And he said, oh, by the way, he said, I'm going to pay you the same salary that we would have paid you if you were a computer programmer with us. And so I didn't know a thing about building web pages, but I did have an old copy of Front Page 98 that a friend of mine had given me. And so I found a book on the internet that said, teach yourself Front Page 98 in a week. I took the computer, took that piece of software, built us an intranet. And it was the supervisor above the supervisor that I had, I guess he was the boss of the whole place, liked it so much that he said it was better than the global intranet that a team of people put together, in the U.S. So they kept me on, sent me off to take specialized certification courses, Microsoft certified classes on being a programmer, and I worked there for 3 years, and it was a great experience. So, if you apply tenacity, think outside the box, willing to do things that maybe you're different from the norm, it's incredible what you can accomplish.